Hi friends, I'm Coda. Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I'm not doing the typical legacy let's play that I usually do on this channel. Today I'm doing a speed build, and it's actually a speed renovation of the existing legacy household. So obviously I'm not starting from scratch. I'm using the build that I had already built during the Let's Play. Well, I think usually the building that I cut out, but I'm trying to include more of these sort of behind the scenes things. This was originally going to be included as a time lapse in the Legacy episode, but it ended up taking me so long because I'm a very slow builder in The Sims. It ended up just taking so long that I felt like it should be its own separate thing. So if you're here because you usually watch my gameplay and you're not interested in building, feel free to skip over this. There'll be no gameplay, so you won't be missing out on any of the storyline in the Legacy Challenge. If you're new here and this is the first one of my videos that you're watching, I usually do a let's play of the Legacy Challenge with the new Ultra Extreme Start option that came in with Get Famous. Currently in the house we've got 4 Sims, Lola, our founder, and Fred, her husband, and their 2 daughters, Aubrey, who's a child, and Ava, who has just aged up into a toddler. The main reason for this renovation was because I needed to build an additional room for Aubrey, because currently the 2 sisters are sharing a room and it's a bit crowded. It's going to be a bit crowded if I try and fit a toddler bed in. So yeah, Aubrey is going to get her own room. She's going to move out of the room that they've been sharing. But obviously I've gotten a bit sidetracked because I'm currently redecorating the parents' bedroom. So yeah, I fool around with a few different things. But here we are, we're building the extra room. And I actually decided to add a patio at the back, just because we had this sort of like gap after I extended the hallway and built the extra room. And we've added one at the front as well, just to make the house look a little bit more finished. And I actually bring up the foundations a bit, just because I wanted the house to be risen up a little bit more than it is, just so the stairs look more like they have more of a purpose. And that's actually what sort of gets me into sort of really changing the exterior of the house a lot, because like we originally had these bricks, and I'm trying to find a foundation that I'm happy with, that like looks like it makes sense, and I just like couldn't find one that I was particularly happy with. There I was just trying out that llama topped fence that came with Get Famous. It's quite silly and fun. But yeah, I'm trying so many different things on the exterior. But what ends up happening is I actually replace the bricks and we go with a wooden siding instead, so that we can go with one of the more lightweight looking foundations. Just because like it does make a lot of sense for a brick house to be on like wood slat foundations. That seems a bit silly. I don't know. This is what made sense in my head, but it took me a lot to try and decide what wood siding I was actually going to go with, though. Here we are building the little back patio area. I really liked this tall fence, and I wanted to have one of the sides sort of closed in, even though they do actually have a lot of privacy, because the house is up here in the pinnacles, or like the equivalent of like the Hollywood Hills. So the neighbors are like quite far away, and the house looks out over the valley. So there's not like a big need for privacy, but I just thought that it was quite a nice detail. I'm actually still not sure about this flooring that I've used on the exterior bits, but maybe I'll change it during gameplay. I tend to be like very indecisive, which is why I usually cut this stuff out. But I figure if I present it to you in a time lapse, it's going to be a little bit more palatable. There we are, setting some stuff up for Ava in the toddler room. Oh, and this is the bit where I was like, why did I make this weird corner where like the kitchen joins the bathroom? Not really sure what happened there. I think what happened was at some point I extended the bathroom, and that's why we ended up with that weird kind of shape there. I'm still not entirely happy with like this part of the house, but you know, it'll do for now until we renovate again. So here we are just doing Aubrey's room. She is, if you saw my previous episode, you'll know that she is a big fan of purple. She wears a lot of purple, and so I've used purple as kind of the main color in her room, just to make things easier for me to make decisions. I find that particularly with kids, it's nice to sort of give them a favorite color and go from there. So she has a very purple room because she loves purple. For now, anyway. Who knows what teenagehood will bring. But yeah, I am not good at this commentary thing. I'm feeling sorry about that. Not that great at building, not that great at commentary. So not the best candidate to do a speed build video. And yet I kind of maybe want to do more of them. So, you know, there's that. But hopefully I'll improve. There's plenty of room for improvement at least. Oh, this rug that I've picked out, it's kind of boring, but it's kind of like just the right purple to go with the bed. So it was hard to sort of pass up. But I've added that sort of starburst style rug to add like a bit of extra interest to the floor, but I'm not entirely happy with her rug situation. Oh, here is me spending forever trying to pick a desk chair. You know, it's super important. Just like important decisions like that I've got to agonize over. We do eventually come up with a desk and a chair at least. So she does have somewhere to write and do all that sort of fun stuff. Doesn't have a computer in her room. She is just a child, so I figure just the family computer is good enough for now. Maybe she'll get one when she's a teenager. Just decorating her little desk now. Again, just being really indecisive and trying all sorts of things. Oh yeah, that like arts and crafts box seems too big, so I sized it down, but I still didn't end up using it. This pencil cup. Oh, and this situation. I really wanted a shelf that looked like it was kind of built into the window. And this shelf, which is the best to use for this, does not have a white swatch. So I couldn't actually make it go with the window. In the screenshots, you'll see that I've actually changed it to the palest wood. Just because I was showing my partner and he felt that it looked better. Let me know in the comments what you think. Should it be the dark wood? Should it be the light wood? Should I just give up on this like built-in kind of window shelf situation? Because it just looks silly. Let me know, because I can definitely have my mind changed on it, because I'm not sure about it. I just thought it would be really cute to have like this little shelf sort of built underneath the window. I thought that was a cute idea, but of course the fact that we don't have a white swatch for that plain shelf just kind of ruins it. Giving her all sorts of items in here for her to work on her various character values. Oh, and that like little fishbowl, I love putting that like above a table. You'll see it better in this, well, there it is, it's on screen now. But you'll see it better in the screenshots. But I just like, I think it's really cute having that fishbowl looking like it's like sitting on a table. I mean, I could have given her a real fishbowl, but I really like that decal. I know a lot of people don't love all the decals that we have, and like, I can see their point. We have like a lot of them, and some of them are just sort of like, why would we ever use them? But I find that they're pretty good for kids' rooms. So on the character values thing that I was talking about before, because this is like a build specifically for gameplay, I wanted to make sure that she had the journal to work on emotional control, and that little like bear doctor set to work on empathy, just because, you know, she is a potential legacy heir, and I want to get those character values as many of them in range as possible. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, a lot of the decisions that I make for this house, while aesthetics are pretty important because, I mean, like, we have to look at it, right? I do actually also have to make some decisions based on gameplay. Oh, and here we go. I love this fireplace facade that we got in the recent, like, Christmassy update. I really love it, particularly with that little, like, log with the tea light candles on it that's, like, meant to go in that spot. The one problem I have with the facade is that kind of weird space where, like, where the fireplace would normally be. So I try a few different things to, like, sort of see what I could put there. That picture that Lola got from her job fits really well, but it also just, like, looks super strange. You might think that what I end up coming up with, like, looks pretty strange as well. It's this Jungle Adventures picture, but I don't know, it kind of works. Oh yeah, this runner for the hallway is just, like, not long enough for the hallway, but it didn't, like, layer nicely, and it didn't size up, like, to be how I wanted it, so it's kind of, like, it looks a bit strange. I know, like, the hallway has this weird kind of, like, too short runner. But I'm not really sure what to do about that. It's quite a long hallway. Yeah, just changing the bath mats in the bathroom because that's very important. Oh, and here we get to see me spend way too much money on outdoor chairs. I happen to really love those outdoor chairs, and I bought them with reckless abandon without thinking about the fact that I have to pay for them. Okay, so here's some screenshots. We can see the before and after of the facade and the layout. So I'm going to let you go and watch the rest of the screenshots, and thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.